two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Smart in at the point.
Determining Brown's ceiling. I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
Here's Paul. And Boston with the rebound. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. We talked about which player was the biggest challenge tonight, and he quickly noted it was Jason Tatum. Coach said any clean look from outside and he'll drop it in. Mid-range, three, it doesn't matter. Getting a hand in his face is a must-do for us. So Tatum can't be allowed to slip away this time. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Bridges after Jaylen Brown's miss. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Over Horford. A shot by Crowder, no good.
You hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
We talk so much about Tatum's influence, Chris, at the offensive end. But he's become an impact defender as well.
Instincts, limp. You see he's got added muscle. I mean, Kevin, that's what the best players do at this position. Think about LeBron, Kawhi, KD. All lockdown defenders when they put their minds to it.
Now Paul. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Ayton the screen. Here's Booker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now here's Williams. Definitely not pleased how he played against the Clippers.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Payne finds McGee. To the paint, here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Energy. That's what Schroeder brings to your team, and you know the bench got fired up seeing that one go.
And here's Booker. McGee sets the pick for Booker. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening about how his team works together.
With anything, whether it's business, work, relationships, whatever, it's communication. And I think that's something that we're doing an amazing job of right now. And that's communicating, talking through things, and making sure, even when it gets tough, that we continue to communicate.
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Celtics. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon it early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Suns on defense, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And Brown throws it down.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Here's Schroeder. His three-pointers off the mark. Suns trail by 5. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete, regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Here's Schroeder, following the basket by Chris Paul. Schroeder passes to Brown. Three-pointer, and he's good on the three-ball. Brown's got 10.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Ayton kicks to Johnson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Tatum's shot is off.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Pulls up on the wing.
Capable of wreaking havoc on defense when he's engaged. Schroeder's activity making all the difference there.
And we finished one half of basketball. Celtics out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Boston Celtics. And it pains me to say this, but I think we need some insight from Professor Diesel. Secrets to success in the second half?
You want the regular voice of the professor, Ernie?
I'll take whatever you got.
It's easy, Ernie. Whoever decides the EOEP has the extinct advantage.
Wait, the strategy. What is EOEP? What does that even stand for?
Well, I'm glad you asked me, pupil Kenneth. You know this, execute on every possession. It's what I say to myself. EOEP, execute on every possession.
Was it just me, or did I hear you say they have an extinct advantage?
Is that what I said? I don't know what I said.
Oh, now, thanks for admitting it.
Oh, we're still on the air.
And guys, let's talk first half. Jaylen Brown, he's been phenomenal.
He gets on a roll, and defensively, before you know it, you've lost control of the situation. I'm not sure how you can slow this guy down now. He's primed for an excellent second half.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions, you know, the break check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
I mean, look, it's already an offensive player's game. It's hard enough to check a guy with the skill set that these players have. So, yeah, the league is throwing a bone to defenders, and it's about time.
Ayton hits them both.
And you see the raw talent Ayton has. An intimidating big man with a high ceiling and a desire to grow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Paul against Smart.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Paul with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. 1:49 left in the third quarter.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Now here's Tatum. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Williams a screen on Crowder. Tatum dishes to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Williams has got his first basket.
Oh, you see the advanced footwork for a young player. Tatum running the pick and roll with ease.
Put it loudest section 1 t-shirt. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancer.
So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Paul. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Horford. Josh Richardson comes in for Tatum. Pritchard, he's checked in for Brown. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Marcus Smart.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
No one covering.
Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder's got 5.
3-point field goal.
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
The drive by Booker. No good on the shot. And the Celtics going the other way now. Schroeder passes to Williams. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Richardson, good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Come on, fans.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Celtics, down in the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Smart, and it's Horford in at the center position. Suns trail by 6. Booker looking around, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game, and the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Chris Paul.
Driving inside. Oh, that's blocked. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum leading the charge. Shoots over Crowder. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Chris Paul. Brown kicks it over to Schroeder.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Brown against Bridges. Inside, Horford. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Absorbing contact, finishing strong. I mean, Horford is more physical than some people give him credit for.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Chris Paul. Boston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Schroeder against Paul. Horford sets a screen for Schroeder. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Bridges. Passes it to McGee. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics leading by 6. Brown feeling out a bit. McGee with the block. And they get it back. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 3. And it's Brown missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss many of those.
Now here's Crowder. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
At 6'7", Jay Crowder weighs as much as some centers. He's built for contact.
Hey, fans who wants a free T-shirt, make some noise! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Austin also with the sub. Williams is checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
He can go inside, he can shoot, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
Bridges dishes the ball. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Driving the lane. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Like seeing Paul be aggressive. He still has the quickness to get that done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. Let's make some noise. Let's go!
And so it's Boston with it, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown.
He hits That's the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations. A good league gets even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Paul. Pass to Booker from downtown. Bridges for 3. And the rejection by Tatum. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jason Tatum.
You love the heart that Jason Tatum brings to every game. He's a player who isn't afraid to dig deep, and he put the team on his back. It's like the higher the stakes, the harder he plays.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jaylen Brown.